What's up guys and welcome to a new video. My name is Frank and I react to metal music. Today I'm here again for the third time with a drop of Joker, the oldest Miyakos from Lovebites band. And I gotta say, I didn't anticipate that I would do so many reactions for their music, but they kinda left a good impression on me, not gonna lie, because their sound is so much more aggressive and so much more metalcore style, like early 2000s metalcore style, compared to Lovebites, right? And also this band, Miyako, seemed to have a totally different character when she plays. Of course, she was younger too, so she seems much more active, much more metal, when she moves. She headbangs, she jumps and stuff like that. Those are things that she kind of does in Lovebites too, but a lot more moderately, I think, nowadays, right? And maybe because she was younger, or maybe because by now she's got their character in Lovebites, like her stage persona. Basically, a lot of musicians put on a persona when they go on live shows, right? They go on stage and stuff like that. So maybe her persona is to be more serious, to be more elegant and serious. So she doesn't do quite the amount of metalhead moves she did in the past when she was younger and stuff like that. Or maybe she just changed, that could happen too. She's older now, right? But yeah, that said, I think this band been a lot more simpler compared to Lovebites. Their riffing is a lot more basic, but they're very heavy too, you know what I mean? And they're very interesting. I like them. I like their sound. And I like to think that in a parallel universe, maybe this band still exists and now they play technical death metal, because Miyako became so good at guitar that she she plays super fast death metal. Nowadays she's super good. She could play this kind of riffing they had in this band. At least the two songs that I heard, like with their eyes closed and basically with their hands behind their back like this. So you know what I mean. But yeah, before I start, please consider subscribing to the channel if you like this video. Leave me a like and a comment if you have more suggestions from me. Just want to say hi. And let's start. Interesting. I think they have this kind of electro intro quite often. Pretty interesting. I really love that scream, man. Very cool. So cool. Gotta say, this riffing so far, very, very fast notes, a lot of palm muting, very fast palm muting, with the drummer basically following the tempo of the song, but in a very, very technical, fast way. It reminds me a little bit of At the Gates, that kind of riffing, very, very fast, almost like on the verge of becoming technical death metal, but not really. You know, it's a basically melodic death metal style, I think. And I really love this kind of riffing. What can I say? This band really gets me kind of perplexed. You know what I mean? Because when I listen to music like this, I fully understand that my musical taste is not that common, you know what I mean? And pretty different from a lot of people. Like, I'm a metalhead and I like heavy stuff, right? But I like a certain type of heavy stuff, you know? Very fast, technical, heavy stuff. Because you could do heavy stuff even playing very, very slow notes, you know, very fat kind of riffing, very slow. Or, you know, very simple, fast riffing, so just basically like almost black metal, stuff like that. And I do like black metal too, but not as much as this kind of riffing here, you know, like fast, technical, melodic death metal, we could say. That's my kind of riffing, like 100%. Like when I was younger, like on my early 20s or even younger than that, I used to think that power metal, and back then was like this. Power metal was definitely my kind of stuff, and I still like it a lot because I grew up listening to it very, very often. But nowadays, like my kind of stuff is this, like very fast melodic death metal. That's it. This does it for me. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's kind of a shame that this band doesn't exist anymore, as I said in the past reactions I did for them, but it's cool that I can listen to them and see where Miyako came from. And not gonna lie, at the start I was quite surprised because it is so different compared to what she plays now, you know what I mean? That's very, very interesting, and I think I need to react to 21G2 very, very soon, because I want to listen to them and see if that style of music is more similar to what she plays now, you know what I mean? Or if still like this heavy, I don't know. I'm very curious to know Miyako's past, you know? I know I sound kind of like a stalker if I say it like this, but I mean musical past, you know what I mean? Yeah, again, that keyboard melodic in the background. Again, we know who made those for sure. Miyako. Very cool riffing, man. Really, really like it. Nice. Nice, nice. And that's over. A drop of Joker. And I of course took this video from their official channel, which of course is abandoned for many years now. And they were quite a small band, I can tell, because their channel is very small and they don't have that much views on their music videos nowadays too, which of course, as some people on my channel made me notice that Miyako was incredibly underrated back then, because of course I don't know how good she was back then as a musician, but I bet she was already very good. Maybe not good as she is nowadays, but she was already very good as a guitar player and piano player, right? And of course I'm really happy that she chose to go on with her career and play other different kind of music genres, you know, still metal, but a lot more melodic and a lot more accessible of a music genre, you know. It's power metal, it's not by chance. The music, usually the metal music subgenre that a lot of metalheads start with, you know, like power metal, like melodic power metal, and also gothic metal, you know, like melodic, symphonic, gothic metal, all that stuff, which is still metal and still super duper cool sounding, but you know, usually doesn't have screaming, usually it's a lot slower, is not as heavy as other metal subgenres. So if you are not used to metal music, of course starting from those would be easier for you if you wanna start listening to metal, of course. And of course that makes those two genres a lot more popular, because other genres are heavier and usually add a little bit more of a niche. But you know, power metal and symphonic, all that kind of stuff, more people just listen to it usually, you know. That's just how it is, and that's totally understandable, you know what I mean? So I'm happy she went to Lovebites and became this popular, and I'm sure now that they have family in their band and they will keep making new music, they're gonna be super duper popular in a couple of years, maybe as popular as Bandmate is now, if not more. Who knows? I wish for them to become super duper popular, but I can tell that this kind of music I still really like that too. You know, I love the music she makes now on the Lovebites, but man, I freaking love this too. Gotta say, I freaking love this. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, leave me a like and a comment if you have more suggestions for me, just wanna say or whatever, and definitely see each other in the next one. Welcome.